Did you know that 95% of people who lose weight gain it back within a year? Let's break that cycle. Today, discover 7 habits that will keep you slim. Sustainable habits are important in regards to weight loss for a couple of reasons. One is we want to do something that is long lasting, but more importantly, we want to make sure that whatever weight we've lost, we want to be able to keep it off. So habit number 1, mindful eating. Have you ever eaten a bag of chips and said, what? Let's change that. Mindful eating is simply being present while you're eating. But really, this is paying attention to what you're eating, but also how you're feeling. Not just the taste, but the texture of the food, what you're thinking, and the other sensations that you might be feeling at that time. So one way to help with that is to eat slowly. That will make sure that you're paying more attention to what's going on. If you want to utilize this tip, one small thing you can do is actually do smaller plates. And this will do a couple things. One is your portion size will be smaller, but also it would help you pay attention to what you're eating. Habit number 2, spice it up. Did you know that spicy foods can boost your metabolism? In particular, there's a chemical called capsaicin. There have been several studies on this, and what it has been shown to do is increase your metabolism, specifically your resting metabolic rate. But one of the ways it does that is by browning your fat. Turns out we have 2 types of fat. One is white fat, and the other is brown fat. White fat is simply there for storage, and it's the one we associate with bad health, or it's the one we associate with not being as healthy. Brown fat is metabolically active, so it is actually burning energy, it is metabolizing. Capsaicin helps improve that. Also, it is going to help decrease your appetite. If you're interested in trying this habit, try adding spicy foods to your meals. But if you are not used to spicy foods, just start with something mild. Habit number 3, sleep in complete darkness. Your bedroom's lighting might be affecting your weight loss. Surprise? Well, it turns out we create melatonin at night in the absence of light. So it's surprising how little light can impact your melatonin production. And melatonin is important for several things, but in regards to weight loss, one of the things it's going to do is improve our brown fat. One of the things it's going to do is increase how much brown fat we have. We just talked about the importance of brown fat. Melatonin will have an impact on that as well. If you want to try this habit out, get the room as dark as you possibly can. Or if you're traveling or don't have access to blackout curtains, a sleep mask is a great second choice. Habit number 4, the 20-minute rule. Want to eat less without feeling deprived? This tiny trick will amaze you. The 20-minute rule is essentially waiting 20 minutes after you've had your meal to decide if you want to have a second helping or eat anything else. Now, why this works is 2 hormones in your body. One is ghrelin, the other is leptin. These are 2 hormones that are primarily responsible for your appetite. So ghrelin is the hormone that tells you that you're hungry, and leptin is the hormone that tells you that you're full. In response to a meal, your ghrelin levels will come down and your leptin levels will go up. The problem is that it doesn't work right away. It takes some time. And 20 to 30 minutes will give us that time for the hormones to respond to that. If you want to try this habit out, set a timer to remind you during meals. Habit number 5, embrace cold showers. Have you ever considered how a cold shower might be your weight loss ally? Well, cold exposure increases our metabolism, and one of those ways, you're going to see a theme here, brown fat. Brown fat, again, increases our metabolism, and cold exposure induces brown fat. So if you want to try this habit out, there's a few different ways. One way would be start in lukewarm water and slowly decrease the temperature over time. What I've done is take my normal shower and then turn the shower to cold and do it as long as I feel like I can do it. Habit number 6, fermented foods. The secret ingredient to weight loss might be in your yogurt. Gut health is vitally important in our overall health, but especially if we're trying to lose weight. Turns out we have different types of bacteria in our gut, and some of those bacteria will promote weight gain. Some of those bacteria will promote weight loss, which is what we're really looking for. So eating fermented foods will help shift that balance more towards the type of bacteria that we want that are promoting weight loss or our lean body. So if you want to try this habit on for size, try incorporating more fermented products. That can include kimchi, sauerkraut, or even kefir. Habit number 7, digital detox. Your phone might be adding pounds to your weight. Your phone might be adding inches to your waistline. Screens of many types, including phone or a TV, emit blue light. And we talked about melatonin before, but melatonin is produced in lack of light, and particularly blue light. These screens from either a TV or a phone or even a computer, they are emitting blue light, and this can really shut down our melatonin production. So we talked a little bit before about how that impacts our metabolism and the brown fat that we want to create. Also, it's going to impact the quality of our sleep. And when we have poor quality sleep or we don't get enough sleep, two of those hormones that we talked about before are impacted that affect our appetite. That's ghrelin and leptin. When we don't get enough sleep or we get low quality sleep, ghrelin levels are going to go up, meaning we're going to be more hungry. And leptin levels are going to go down, meaning we're going to be less satiated or less full. We want to try to avoid these digital products at night. To implement this habit, to try this habit, you could utilize changing the settings on your phone or computer to not emit blue light, or better yet, avoid using anything that has a screen for an hour or two before you go to bed. Those are 7 effective habits for weight loss. They include mindful eating, eating spicy foods, sleeping in a dark room, avoiding blue light, cold showers, remembering the 20-minute rule, and fermented foods. So I'd love to hear what habit are you going to try? Comment below. Otherwise, check out one of these videos on weight loss. And if you want to hear more topics like this, please subscribe.